Test 1, 2.
3, my dog came with me. I'm testing. I don't know what to do. He thinks he's mine. He thinks he belongs to all of you.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh! Oh no, what am I supposed to do?
Where's your entrance?
My entrance, I have no entrance. Oh, it'll be a good one. No, we get a really good one today. Yay, cool. Oh, good morning, everybody. Woo! It's fall. Is it not beautiful out? It's fall, it's great, and today we're going to do a lot of honking. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't even have to teach you how to do it. I am so excited. I'm so excited. So first of all, I brought an antique geese to show you. You want to see it? Yes. I thought you would. It's really cool. Look, plaid on the back. It's from Kentucky. It's really thick batting. In Kentucky, they do really thick batting. And, ooh, nice. Is that nice? I love it. Okay, so this is what's really cool. So look at these geese. You see how they're all flying in formation? Get it? They're all flying in formation. I don't know what happened to this string. They got a little off. But anyhow, don't you know how those geese fly in that V formation and they just love it? Because whenever they all fly in that formation, you know that the geese behind in the formation have 71% more flying thrust behind them. Got it? We're going to do lessons of the geese the whole time, lessons of the geese. So, oh yes, he's running video. It's just beautiful. There they are. When I was out, we were at Chautauqua Lake in New York. We had such a great time, Chautauqua Lake. We stayed in a barn. Their barn was built. And they had room for everybody to sleep in. I went out in the backyard, and there were geese flying all over, making so much noise in their formation, and I just loved it. So anyhow, these geese are going in formation. I'm really proud of them. They all stick together. They have a leader, right? So we're going to learn all about the geese, and then we're going to send our lesson to Congress so they get it, how to be teams, how to work together. Yay! So we can get back to work. So anyhow, isn't that cute? I love that geese. And Sue made me this geese a couple of years ago. Aww, isn't that cute? This was a Christmas present. That is real little, because she is going to be doing thoroughly modern minis. I said it right. Yes.
Thursday.
Thursday.
It's gonna be a webinar, so you guys
It's a webinar. A webinar. So you can stay home and watch it. Yeah, so this is one she made me a couple of years ago.
And this is my little one.
Even smaller.
I was sewing buttons on as I was watching Dancing with the Stars last night. Those are just little buttons.
Those are buttons, Brenda. Buttons.
I can't applique that little.
But the good news is I'm not going to teach you this size today. Hallelujah. So now we took the geese. Okay, wait, don't show it yet, because I'm going to start with this one, okay? So now we took the geese and we put it with flowers in the garden. Get it? Geese in the garden. And so I want to tell you this one. This one Teresa did a couple of years ago. This actually was published in Better Homes and Gardens magazine. I think it's about 5 years ago. But we hope you forgot about it, because we're doing it today. Anyhow, this is a twin size. Is it beautiful? Yeah. Well, the fun thing about it is that the geese and the flowers were all made from one layer cake. So what size is a layer cake? The squares are 10 inches. So these were all made out of 10-inch squares. And the geese are 4 by 8 finished size, okay? 4 by 8 finished size. Okay, so how many of you have used our geese rulers? Let me see. Let me see. Is there anybody that didn't use our geese rulers? Put your hand down. Oh, good. Thank heavens we had about 3 virgins in the back row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I knew, Diane, that you would have never done these geese. But what do you think? Can some of you use a lesson again?
Yes.
You could probably have a review. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So this is the twin size. It uses our geese ruler. That's 4 by 8. That's called our large geese ruler. And it's finished off with a beautiful scallop edge. And that same scallop edge is used to make the vine. Ooh, cool. That all goes together. And I must have a scallop ruler. Yeah. I got a scallop ruler on my edge. How many of you have one of these? Ha, not as many. Good thing. Not yet. I know where you can get one of these. So anyhow, that's the large geese, and now you get to see all the new fresh quilts that are made with the small geese ruler, the 3x6 geese ruler. Wow, what do you think? Teresa made this one, and she made it out of a layer cake. A layer cake. Yes, it was really fun. Actually, Moda sent this to us. This is one of their up-and-coming designs. Isn't it beautiful? And it's got such variation in the colors so that Teresa just arranged them in value order, in the color order. The large flowers and the medium flowers have the centers covered with these huge buttons. What do you think? Are they good? And I know where you can get those. Yes, Lorene? Don't you know that the three of us do it with our credit card or our checkbooks? That way we get it done. We're in touch with expert long arm quilters. They like us. They have one of us every day. But anyhow, this one is the wall hanging. And so now these little geese are only 3x6. 3x6. This is with the small geese ruler. There's 3 rows of geese, and see, they're all in formation. Very smart. Congress. Okay, they're all flying straight. And the flowers, there's only 2 rows of vine. And she did the vine with which ruler? Scallop. Scallop. The scallop ruler, so it's really, really fun. And the quilting is beautiful. That is really beautiful. Did you go really close on the quilting, Chris? Oh, Ryan, did you go really close?
Not really, but...
Oh, go close. Hold it really still. You know what's really a new addition? This is even fun. We've seen a lot of feathers from the girls, but this little line of circles, isn't that's really brings it out.
Modern touch.
It's the modern look, all of those circles. And remember, in the modern look, you're allowed to cross over your quilting lines. Yeah. So that one's really great. Okay, so Teresa did that one. That one is our wall hanging. It's on the cover. Did you see it on the cover? Look in the cover so you can remember it. Geese in the garden, flying geese going above. Okay, and then go inside, and you will see on page 2, this is the one that's on page 2. Beautiful, it's on a bed. Better Homes and Gardens actually did that photograph. But this is the next one. Oops, somehow, okay.
Back.
It is, on the back cover. Look on the back cover. Woo! Great. Judy Jackson, one of our long arm quilters, did this one, and she did it from a layer cake, honestly. Now, these geese are like scrappy. See, in this one, see how the geese are all flying in formation and they're all on diagonal rows? Okay, well, these geese are kind of scattered. Kind of like the Republicans and the Democrats. They're all over the place.
She's really into it. I think we should go to Washington.
I'm really in trouble, huh? Oh, but it's the truth, huh? So anyhow, see these geese, they're not making these diagonal rows of geese, but they're beautiful and they're still flying together.
They're united, right?
They're united. They're united, but not in the order that we thought. But then aren't the flowers beautiful? And go really close on one flower, Orion. Show them one flower because it's a stack of flowers. It's the large, the medium, and then in the very center, a circle. And they're all finished off with the blind hem stitch. No, blanket stitch. The blanket stitch around the outside edge. Oh, I missed it, huh? And your pattern's right in here. There is your pattern. That's good. And that quilting's beautiful, too. Okay, that was the back cover that Judy Jackson did. Now go and turn to page 17. 17, and you will see this one. Page 17. Ooh, ah. Very nice, very nice. Teresa did this one too. I love the background, the way it's all loops. It's very, very dense with all the loops. Now this time, Teresa took rickrack. Can you see rickrack on the vine? Rickrack on the vine. Is that cute? Rickrack on the vine and rickrack on all four sides.
Yeah, very nice.
Wrong.
Where?
She only has it on 3 sides because she ran out of rickrack.
She ran out.
She ran out. See? You guys think it only happens to you, but happens to all of us. She didn't measure ahead. She just thought she had enough. And so when she got it on 3 sides, she called Sue in desperation. Sue said, I don't have any more rickrack. So I really like what she did, though. See in the bottom? She put a little folded border in the same fabric as the binding. That works. See, you're not supposed to stress when it doesn't work. You're supposed to relax, huh? See? Yes, don't stress. Yes, it's right along the bottom. And yeah, it's a little folded border right across the bottom, the scallop edge, but the large scale print looks great in the border, doesn't it? The large scale is very, very pretty. In fact, all of the flowers are large scale, and you wouldn't think that that would work, but it does. It really does. And Patty, I want to tell you one more thing. Patty brought the buttons for her. Patty's already been home and back out on the road again, but she said this thing needs buttons, and so she went in her button stash. Instead of those circles, buttons. They're easier. You don't have to do that circle. Yes, yes, it's very, very fun. Okay, and the scallop edge. Okay, now you can show the back. And guys, go, look at that. Go, whoa.
Paisleys are in.
Yeah, is that paisley? Yeah.
Is it a modern paisley?
It's a modern.
It's a modern paisley.
Yep.
Do you remember when we did the Persian Pickle Club? We read the Persian Pickle Club. That looks like the Persian pickles. All right, so keep on going. Page 17 on the bottom. This is Gail's quilt. Gail's quilt, didn't she do it beautiful? She did do it with a layer cake again. And so are these geese planned or scrappy? Scrappy. They're running around like crazy too, or flying around like crazy, huh? So see, whenever one gets mixed up, when he gets tired, and then he falls out of formation, these have all fallen out of formation. That's true. They are. That's a good lesson. They're going in the same direction. One thing that Gail did, she didn't see our plan. So I want you to look in the book at page 17 at Gail's quilt. This is like in the magazine where it says, find the missing things or find the different things. I knew you'd catch it. Oh, something's extra in this quilt. What is it? Oh, so our artist went to the photograph and he did a little touch-up. See, it's amazing. I'm telling you, you really do not know what the photos, if they're real or not. You see, because Mary can just trim off a little, you know, take off a few pounds on the side. Looks great. But anyhow, Gail put them clear to the top and the bottom. It is also a wall hanging. Beautiful scallop. And the large scale print is very pretty. You love the red? Absolutely. The red. It's really good for the fall, huh? Okay. What about the machine quilting?
When I made artwork, he copied this and he machine quilted on
So in those squares that are
Well, you better bring them back.
so in
I don't.
the squares that are erased, I did a little machine quilting, so it matched. I took the same fabric and I did machine quilting.
You did? Chris, go on Orion. Orion. did the machine quilting.
Only the little squares, just the where it's erased out. If you look really close,
Okay, let's look real close.
flower in there.
Whoa.
Did you copy it?
No, I just mimicked it. Yeah. It wasn't that good.
Looks good. So,
You're supposed to say it was great.
It was great if you know.
Well, she also didn't
You can't tell, right?
No, you didn't tell us. Going to have to tell us. Huh?
what's that?
Is that where she did red? Is that where this
I
is
put
white?
white, yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we did different colors. So because we would have the correct page numbers, you get a little bonus project. See, it says right on the front, bonus project. Nice. This is,
That's not it. This is the additional quilt. It's
Oh.
not there.
cut, retake. We have another wall hanging quilt to show you. Wow. Isn't this one fun? This one Gail also did. Each one of the borders have been really different, haven't they? And this one has the beautiful, it's a straight border, no scallop edge on it, no scallop edge. She has, it looks a little longer. She has 6 flowers going down. I didn't count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The other ones we have been showing you have only 14 geese. Yeah, Rainey noticed. But now this one has how many geese in it? 16. 16. It's a little bit longer.
She said
Yeah.
she got addicted to it and she just wanted to keep on going and making more and more quilts.
So if you didn't hear what Orion said, she's addicted now. She's addicted to flying geese. She's been doing a lot of honking. Honk, honk. And putting it all together. But her flowers are really fun. Orion, are you going in close? Go really close on that one. Hold it real still. Go real close and cut it. Because it's the center has such a cute swirl in it. It's really cute, isn't it? Very, very cute.
The leaves look like bows.
Yes, and the quilting is lovely. But one thing I will tell you too, this stem looks a little wider than some that we've been seeing. Yeah, it looks definitely wider. So that's the fun part. You get to do what you want, huh? Joe?
I want this.
Oh my gosh, she went to another store in the county and bought the fabric.
But you can get it. I like it.
Are we going to get it? Maybe we could get it.
I wait for the pick. Look at Orion's.
We know where she got it. Okay, now, the bonus project, right? The bonus project. Just in case you didn't get enough honking, look on page 18 and 19, and this is Flying Around Town. Isn't that cute? It is definitely modern, isn't it? Because it's a little hard to see the pattern. It's very busy. It's very contemporary looking. Teresa did this one. The solid squares are very large scale. And from the solid squares, she pulled out smaller pieces, smaller scale pieces that would coordinate with it. The centers are all green. And then each one has 4 geese. And what we do is we make 4 geese at a time, yeah? We make 4 geese at a time. So 1 set of geese and 1 center square makes this block. And it's partial seaming. Ooh, partial seaming. We've done partial seaming. Oh no, Diane said she never did that. Yes! I can teach somebody something new. I'm really excited. And then the borders, the quilting really shows on the back side.
Nice.
Very nice. This is an overall quilting design. It looks very lovely. Whenever you have a very busy print, you can just do an overall quilting because it's really hard to see anyway. So instead of the hand-guided, It's just edge to edge. It looks really beautiful though, doesn't it? Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Whoa, thank you. I don't know what I'm saying thank you for. I didn't get to do one single one of them. They put me out on the road, and that's all that I got to do.
Well, yeah, but you're the inspiration.
I'm the inspiration, yes. Thank you. Thank you for giving me some credit. All right. So, did you know that we have geese rulers in how many different sizes? Oh my gosh. This is the little mini one. Did you know we had this? That's 2. And this one is the next one. 1 by 2, 2 by 4. See, they always want the side, the top is always doubled. So this is 1, and then it's 2. Get it? And then, see, this one is the small one. This is 3 by 6, okay? And then this is the large one. This is 4 by 8. And this one is the jumbo. Jumbo. 5 by 10. Oh my gosh, the jumbo. They are really big honkers. We're going to have too much fun here, huh? Too much fun. And so this is the thing. You go, oh my gosh, Quilting Today put out all these rulers, 5 different sets of rulers, and I lost my instructions, and how will I ever know what size squares to cut? Amen. Amen. Lois, I did this lesson just for you. You're going to remember this, okay? I happen to have it all prepared just to show you. Okay, so this is how it goes. The small geese ruler is this size. It is 3 by 6 finished size, okay? 3 by 6 finished size. Okay, now all you have to do is figure out what the finished size is and add 1.5 inches twice. Ooh, okay? So all you have to know is the finished size, the long finished size, and add what number twice? 1.5. Okay, okay. So 3 by 6, 3 by 6, the largest number of finished size is 6. Plus, you have to add 1.5. So the geese are what size square? 7.5. And now we have to add another 1.5. And now the background is 9. Is that good, Lois?
That's a good lesson.
That's a good lesson. It's such a good lesson. I have it again. You ready?
Yep.
Good. So now you're going to remember. Okay, so this is which size ruler?
Large geese.
Okay, so it's 4 by 8. Which number do I add 1.5 to? 8. So you go 8 and plus 1.5. And so the size of the geese, this is the geese, just in case you're not sure, that's the geese. And the new number is now?
9.5.
And now you have to add another 1.5. And so the background is the 11. And this is how I always remember it. There's 2 sizes of squares that we make our geese from. So I always remember the smaller one, the smaller is only 1. The geese, there's only 1, right? The smaller number is the geese, and it's 1. The background is always the larger number, and when you look at the block, how many pieces does it make? 2. So the smaller number is the geese, and the larger number is the background. Did that help? Yes. Yay! I'm so glad. So you can just throw away all your directions. You can use your own head. Eileen? It would help really a lot if we had a copy of that. I think we could do that. Okay. Okay, so I know somebody that has a photocopier, and I will give permission the author will give permission to have this photocopied. And so let's just ask Merritt if he'll do both sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay, both sides, so that you can always remember. Okay, cool. All right. So there we go. Good deal. Good. I'm so glad I did something. Even the virgins now learn something new, huh? Even the old farts. You said it, Brenda.
Don't laugh, Orion. Don't laugh.
You're going to be there someday.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I told you that this was all done with the layer cake, the new one from Moda, and basically this is just about all that's left from the layer cake. And I'm just going to demo from it. There's just a few pieces left. But you know what? Of the pieces that were left, I think that this one has a piece on the back. No? Yeah. So anything that's left from your layer cake can be pieced on the back. Isn't that cute? And then that'll actually cut down, and then it's really fun whenever you flip it over. So let's look at the yardage chart. Go on page 3. Page 3, the wall hanging. And let's just start. It says from one layer cake, we're going to do the wall hanging. To make the geese, you need to have 14 10-inch squares. 14 10-inch squares. And then for the flowers, it says to pull out 7 of them, 7 10-inch squares. So those are all mixed up. So the first thing that I really want to do, or you're going to do print scraps, you take the 10-inch square and you cut it into what size square? 7.5 for the geese. Now you guys all know, huh? You all know. So there we go. I'm at 7.5. So I'm going to show you what is left over from your 10-inch, but can't you do a rainbow border with this? Absolutely. It's too small for flowers, darn it. But you can do a rainbow border, okay?
You could do the circles.
Yes.
You could do the circles. You could do all different colors of circles. Oh my gosh. Circles! Circles!
Wow. That's the first time we've seen you pick up anything thrown over your shoulder.
See, the old fart can learn something new. Oh my gosh, this would make great circles because you could do like a different color. You could have circles all around the outside border. You could just have circles everywhere.
Grapes.
Oh. Okay, so Teresa gave one to Eileen. You're very special, Eileen. But I think everybody's going to get one. Everybody's going. She whines a lot. I found out in life it helps if you whine a little bit. You have to learn how to do a really good suck-up voice. We call it our suck-up voices. Okay, so this 7.5-inch square is going to be our geese. And then in addition, go down to your background, and these have to be 9-inch squares. So you're going to have 7.5 and 9. You need to have 14 in your set, and I will tell you why. 14, because if you look, how many rows of geese are there in that quilt?
3.
3? Okay, and we're going to do, when we make our geese, we're going to actually make 4 each time. But you're only going to use 3, 1 for each row. Okay, there's 14 in a row, so you need 14 sets. There's only 3 rows of geese, so you have 1 other whole set left. Oh, you can use it for a table runner, or you could do artwork on the back with it. But you could do everything. And if you want to be like Gail and just make crazy scrappy geese, it doesn't matter. Right. You need to make only 12 sets. Nice. Wow. You just cut the time down, huh? Okay, so we're good. So now we're going to have,
I don't think you ever cut that.
I didn't cut this one.
I don't think so.
I didn't cut it, but Teresa cut it for me earlier. To speed the program. Get it? So Geese is 7.5, background is 9. And you know the size for the bigger one, right? When you get your papers, you're all going to know. Remember? 8 plus 1.5. This Geese is 9.5 plus another 1.5.
Background is 11.
So you'll never make that mistake again. Good. Okay, so turn the page. Beep.
Beep.
Beep. Okay, finally we get to sew. So it shows with a 6x24 ruler, but anyhow, let me tell you, a 4x14 works just great too. It works really great too. So right now we're going to just place the geese right sides together and centered on the background. They're right sides together. And so since you guys all know it, I'm going to move fast. Oh, and the virgins better just keep that. So you know what? I know that people used to always measure this and make sure it was totally centered. But you know what? It doesn't matter. There's a little bit extra there. So just eyeball it. Eyeballing is really good enough, okay? And whenever you put your ruler down and your ruler touches here, 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 and here, it's good. It's really good, okay? So, yep, so you can draw one diagonal line. And I'm hoping you can see that. That's good. You can really see that, huh? Okay, so I have a 1/4 inch foot on my sewing machine, and all I'm going to do is just take this, and I'm going to put the bar. This is our song whenever I go out and teach. You put the bar on the line.
Oh, gee.
I've been in the Southeast a lot lately. You put the bar on the line. And so whenever you stitch, your stitching is a 1/4 inch away. Okay? It's kind of like there's a song that goes along with that, a real song. And we just kind of kick our feet and go. I'm only going to do one, but you could assembly line sew, and once you finish it all on one side, then you just go ahead, turn it around, and you put the bar on the line. You guys are good. You're going to remember all these things. Trust me. A little humor helps you remember really well. You put the bar on the line, and so now it's one. It should be a 1/2 inch in between, right?
Yes.
It's okay. Now, this is compliments of Aiko and Brenda. And now, you are going to cut.
Oh, I gotta get me one of those.
You better get me one of those.
Oh, that is it. You need to sell them out.
This will scare the hell out of your grandchildren. That's all I can tell you. Don't you think? I go, how did you do that, Grandma?
Grown, they would just say, that's Grandma.
You know what? If they're grown, it's good you do this, because then they say, oh, Grandma's still having fun, right? Okay, so you cut it on the line, right? You cut it on the line, and now you have two.
And they fit.
They're big ones. Oh, look, they're flopping around. That's just a new joke. Don't listen to me. Don't pay any attention. Okay, so now we hope that our iron is hot. Teresa, are you going to press for me? Can you be part of this nonsense? Okay, so you're going to set the seam with background on the top. Okay, and now open it and press. And actually, what the rule is, you press toward the largest triangle. It just happens. It's not always background. It's not always background. But you press toward the largest triangle, okay? Sometimes it's dark, okay? And now I'm moving right through. I'm on the bottom of page 5, and this is the trickiest part. Okay, so let me see. I want to put this one on the bottom, and I'll tell you in just a minute. Okay, so now you're going to take and you're going to put opposite colors together. Opposite colors, background to geese. You put them right sides together, and this is where everybody flips out. You don't line up the seams. No, Kathleen, you don't. Yeah, you don't line up the seam. Whoa. See, it's offset quite a bit. It's offset quite a bit. Okay, and then I'm...
Outside.
Pardon me, you line up the outside. Thank you, Orion. If you're doing machine quilting, you know, you could probably start teaching these lessons. That's going to be fun, huh? We'll see what he does. Okay, so now we've got them right sides together, where they're not matched. The seams are not matched. They're matched on the outside. Okay, now turn the page. Flip. 6. Okay, and now we're going to draw another line. Another line. Uh-oh. Why did you say uh-oh? Is it getting confusing now? That's it. That's it. That's all the lines you have to draw. Trust me. It's all the lines you have to draw. Okay? Okay? Hold it together. Okay, now I'm going to turn it this way, and I did it for a reason. See, my seam is going up. It's going up on the top. So you know, if you're sewing down along there, you might just catch that seam and flip it down, right?
Right.
We don't want any flipped out seams.
Okay.
So I put this one's going up on the top, and look at the back. The seam is going down, so it's natural. This is going to lay flat, right? Got it. Oh, you guys are good. I can't wait to be on national television in these scissors. Thank you, Brenda and Aiko. Okay, so now we're going to do that. We're going to put the bar on the line. Yep, and when we get up to this seam, we're going to take our stiletto, okay, and we're going to have our foot pop up. That's that automatic pivot, and so that seam lays down perfectly. And then we're just going to turn it around, and we're going to sew on the second side. See, that's all. That's all. Honestly, I'm telling you, it's all. Oh, Teresa, we forgot the turnable. Oh, Teresa, is the turnable here? The green one, remember? Run, run, run fast. I'm ready for it.
How about the big Fiskar one?
Well, she told me that you had a lot of the green ones and you were trying to sell the green ones. Is that the truth?
She's brutally honest. They're out there on the table.
Are they out there on the table with a sale price on them? It doesn't matter. It could be yellow or green. Except that we're just, you know, when you're hawking something, you got to use it so everybody knows, okay? Okay, so now all I'm going to do is take these things, take the line, cut it one more time. You open it up. And you're horrified. But this is right. This is right. It's perfect. This is where your seam allowance is going to go. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so now this is a really cool illustration in your book at 14 and 15. We want to press our seams in opposite directions. So what I'm going to do is I want to clip right here. You see where the tip of my scissors are? Okay. Okay, so you take this and you match the tips right here, and you go right here so it's right in the center, and just clip to the stitches. Okay. That's what that illustration shows, and it's kind of tricky, but if you fold it, if you match your tips, okay, and you just take your scissors and just cut to the stitches, then it's perfect. See, I see you guys are paying really good attention. Are you getting some new tips? Yes. Good. Definitely. Good. All right. Okay. So now I'm just going to take, and now this is the big deal. You press into the geese, and I always drop it down so that I can just take 1/2 and open it. And you can see, when you look, that side's already been pressed, right? Okay, is cameraman on? Oh, cameraman. Okay, but this is the side that needs pressed, right? So you just take the side that still needs pressed and just go right into it. And then you just pick it up and you say, okay, that's pressed, but this is not. So let's just go right in here. Oh, look at that. Is that gorgeous?
Change it on the net too.
Ah.
You know?
Okay, and so now these guys, they have something cooking. It better be good. Okay, so what are we doing that's so good? Okay, look what I nearly did. Are you supposed to press into the background?
No.
No, you're supposed to press into the geese, into the seam that is not pressed yet. Okay? What did you say, Marilyn? No?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Okay, so when you look on the back, you turn it over and you look and you go, wow, this is really cool. Look at that. See how the seams are going opposite directions now? It's really great. And I always look in the back too, because sometimes if your pressing isn't really neat, you can fix it right now. Okay, look, we have green mats. And are you selling these, Orion?
Yeah.
You are? Do you have lots of them to sell? Yeah. Okay. This is the absolute best, because this is, you have to trim on all 4 sides, and so it's really good. Okay, so this is for the wall hanging. The size ruler is the 3 by 6. 3 by 6. It's the small geese ruler. It's 3 by 6, and that's finished size. So look at page 7. It's not squared up right now to 3 by 6. You have to remember to include your seam allowance. Seam allowance. Whenever people call on the phone and they don't have the ruler, they usually square it to 3 by 6, and they cut off all of their points. Yeah, but if you have the ruler, see, the seam allowance is built in. Okay, there's a green line on here and it says 3 by 6 finished geese. Okay, so now you take that green line, and I always start out here, and make that noise when you square. It works best. Yeah, oh, honk, honk.
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna need water. Okay, see, now you have that 1/4 inch seam right there. Cool. I'm so excited for people that have never done this, because any other method of making geese comes out totally wonky. These come out totally perfect. They do. Okay, so now I cut it right across the middle, right? Okay, and now I'm going to go to the right side, and I'm just going to cut it. Ta-da! And I found out when you use this, don't keep your finger on the ruler, or else you actually move it. Take your finger off, okay? And I have 2 more sides. I have 1, and I have the last one. And look at that.
Honk, honk.
Is that not, is that good? That is very, very good. Are those not the most perfect geese that you have ever seen in your whole life? Let me just trim this one. Honk, honk. So you just pick up the second one, trim it on the side, take your fingers off, trim. See how you can do it so nice? And you don't have to pick it up and turn it. There we go. These are the perkiest geese you've ever seen. They good? Thank you. Woo! Fantastic. So I want to see where the virgins are. Did you like that across the row? They perky?
When they go up, they're perky.
But they're perfect. You're flying south.
I don't know if they went up, they'd be perky. I don't think so, Orion. No. They're like this. They're down. They're perky. But see, we're getting old. Don't you get it? See, when you wake up in the morning, they're perky down there. See? And when you lay on your side, they're perky like that. And when you lay on your back, they're perky like this. Do not tell anybody. We cannot send this to Congress.
Why? They need a laugh.
They need a laugh. Oh my gosh. These are the perkiest.
That was great.
That was great?
Super great.
Are you going to edit this out?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think it's great.
It's live. People are, you know what, I've been out.
They're either tuning out or they're excited.
Oh, I will tell you, they're probably watching because I did a stage show. Uh-oh, Patrick says the phone's ringing off the hook. I did a stage show at Chautauqua Lake, and I had 2 people that came up to me, and you know what they said? Well, we thought you were going to be an old fart and not be fun. Boy, did we change our mind. So anyhow, Chautauqua is in New York. The shop owner, it's Judy Fenton. Her shop is in Erie, Pennsylvania. And Chautauqua is very close. It's a beautiful lake. There's an old hotel there, and we did like a 3-day seminar. It was so much fun. I did Quilts for Mel's Kitchen. I did it twice, and I taught, oh my goodness. Be careful with your scissors. That's like Ellie. I gave her a little pair of scissors to use one time, and she said, Grandma, I can't use those. Those are too dangerous.
Will you put it back on just for a photo?
Oh,
Get the lipstick off your teeth, too.
I've been trying. Are you gonna put this on the web? Make me glass. Okay, wait. You want my geese on?
Excellent, thanks.
He said excellent. Oh my gosh. That's good on YouTube.
It's already there.
As we speak, it's going on, huh? All right. They're viral. Okay, we did good. So we made geese, and now everybody knows. Now, this is the really fun thing. So turn the page, beep. And Teresa, I think I'm going to have you sew the geese together, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so turn the page. So how many did we make? 4. Okay, how many rows are there? 3. So remember, out of every stack of 4, okay, you can do it. Are you going to lay it out? She's going to look. You go there. Okay, so for every stack of 4, you still have 1 to set aside. If you don't want to set this aside, only make 12 sets instead of 14. Okay? So now notice that how they go on the diagonal. Get it? Yeah, is that pretty, huh? Okay, so what Teresa's going to do is, really, I'm just going to take this book, and I'll talk while she sews. She's going to just sew 1 row together. 1 row is all that's left. She's going to make 1 row. And see how it shows it right there? And this is the coolest part. So once you sew 1 seam, then I really want to show you how easy it is to make perky geese. The perkiest geese ever. Okay, so take it out and show them. Okay, cut your thread because I want to have this. Okay, Orion. Do you see right here, right at this tip?
I think Teresa made one of them.
Yeah.
With one sewing machine and the other.
Yeah, but one thing is she didn't use red thread, or you could see it. But anyhow, you want your seam to go right at that V or towards the top, but not past the V. Because if you go past it, then it's not perky. It's not perky, and we want perky. It's better to be less, a little background at the top than to cut off that point. Yeah, so anyhow, she's assembly line sewing them, and then she's going to sew them all into one. First, she's dividing them into pairs.
I'm listening.
Do it. First, she's going to sew them all into pairs, and you would be doing, you're going to do like 3 pairs. You would do 3 of them, and then you just keep on adding and adding until you have one long strip. Now, look on page 9. So, on page 9, under the wall hanging, they all start out exactly the same, but notice how in the second row, one geese is unsewn from the bottom and placed on the top. And then in the third row, 2 geese are unsewn at the bottom and placed at the top. Is that easy to do? That's easy to do. I know, I think that's really easy. And then the twin is right there as well. There's 4 rows of geese in the twin, 4 rows of geese, and you can really see it in the blue. See how the blue is 1 step down each time, 1 step down. 1 step down, and you can do that. It's easy, you know, it's easy if you always keep things in order instead of always trying to be scrappy, and then you sit and you debate so long, oh, what should I put where, you know, so anyhow. It is, it's hard to do. It's hard to do. Okay, the reason that I had Teresa go there is because I want to give you lessons from the geese. Okay. Have you heard these lessons from the geese? Anybody heard the lessons from the geese? There are so many lessons from the geese out there. And I read that it's just like, it's like anonymous, but it was really written in 1972. We've been passing this story around about the geese. And it was really a Dr. Robert McNeish who did this for his sermon. He was a scientist. And this is what he said. He said, you know, as each goose flaps its wings, it creates an uplift for the birds that follow, right? 72%. So the point is that we all share a common goal and we should flap together, right?
All the way to Washington.
Okay, yeah, all the way to Washington. Okay, let's see you flap together. Flap together, cool. So, because you want to just follow with each other, right? Because it's so much better. So, we have that common goal. Okay, when a goose falls out of formation, it suddenly feels the drag and the resistance of flying alone. Do you know how scary it is out there flying all alone? Do you know how scary that is? So they want to get back in there, right? They want to get back in there. It says, okay, you're supposed to be humble, admit your mistake. You don't want to fly alone. This is good for the Congress, right? Admit your mistake. You don't want to be out there. Get back in the line. All right, so we have another lesson. Yeah, and you have to be willing to accept help. Right? I think people should be more like geese. We could really learn from the geese. Okay, so then we have when the lead goose gets tired, it rotates back into formation and another goose flies in the lead place, right? Okay, so pays to take turns at hard jobs, right? It pays to take turns at hard jobs, so we are interdependent on other skills. See, everybody has a talent, some gift you've been given. You should be a leader in it, right? Aren't these good lessons? Yes. These are very good lessons. Okay, so the next one. This is really good. So the geese flying in formation honk to encourage those up in front to keep up their speed. See, you guys? That's why I like you honking behind me. Honk, honk, keep me going, right? Keep me going. And it has to be positive encouragement. Not, yeah, that's a good honk. Let me hear that. Was that you, Mary Lou? That was a positive honk. We need positive honking behind us. I agree that. So it's just really fun. Okay, and so This is good. So when a goose gets sick or wounded, did you know that 2 geese just jump out of the line and they go down on the ground to help the sick geese, the sick one? Yes, and they will not leave until the goose is better. I've seen this. Till the goose is better or until it passes on. And that is the truth. And then they try to catch up with their flock, or they just join another formation. Isn't that good news, Benjamin? Yeah, that's really good news.
I think Benjamin's looking for a doggy treat.
And did you know that migratory geese never change their route? The parents teach them how to take the same route. So this is the bottom line. If we had as much sense as a goose, we'd stand by each other. We'd get everybody back working again, right? Yep. Yes? And we'll do that even if times are rough. We'll stick together because we have the sense of a goose.
There you go. Very good. That needs to be on a t-shirt.
We'll stick together. Oh yeah, we could make a t-shirt and we could just put two perky ones right here and say, you know, be sensible as the goose or something like that. Be perky. And she did it. See, Teresa did it. That's very good.
I think Teresa needs.
Yay! Pardon me?
You want me to press?
Yes, okay, you press it. Okay, so press down. I have to look at the time and see how we're doing. Oh, we're doing pretty good. We got the whole way through the goose. And Teresa said she really made that whole top in a day. She made it in a day. And see how she's pressing right down through from the base of it to the top of it. From the base to the top, and it makes it really nice. And then you turn it over and you press on the other side. Lovely. Very good. Okay, so now.
All those quilts were made in a day.
They were all made in a day. We were like, this was a really busy month. I think I was only here about 4 days out of the month. Wow. And actually, Orion was proofing this and faxing it to me I was up till 10:30 at night in New York, and he was back here working with me. That's beautiful. Okay, don't go away, Teresa, because we still have lots to do. Isn't that nice? Very, very nice. Okay, so now we get to do our flowers. Ooh, okay. Our flowers. We got our geese all done, so let's move those out of the way. So your patterns are on page 10. Page 10. Yeah, let's get some of that out of the way. Cool. Page 10, and you can actually make little templates. Ah, they were here. Oh, yes, they are. Okay, this is Judy Jackson did these templates. Isn't that nice? She traced them on template plastic, and she cut them out. And there are 2 sizes. This is the largest one. This is the smallest one. You can do the circle, or you can do a button. And that's really fun. And then here is the leaf right here. Or, yeah, da 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 da. Okay, so let's finish this. Yeah, AccuQuilt. Okay, so you could just trace them off. You know that you put them on the paper side of your paperback fusible. They're cut at 9.5 inches because our squares are going to be 10. So you know that you just put them right on there and trace them around. Or you could do AccuQuilt. Yay! So we're just going to turn 2 different colors, wrong side up. And those are like 10 inch. They're just right from the layer cake. And this is 9.5 inch paperback fusible. Put it right in the very middle. It's because you don't want to get your iron all sticky, right? So you can also use an applique pressing sheet, and that'll work really good. Okay, so that's good there. And there is this die from AccuQuilt. And actually, the two sizes, let's see, these are the two sizes that are similar. There's a larger one, it's kind of big, it's kind of fun. Teresa did use some of the big ones, but actually the patterns are for this size and this size. Oops, that's not right. Two. There we go.
close.
They're very close. So do you want to do all four or do you want to do only two? Only two? Okay, fine, Rainey. Okay, so look.
I want to see 4.
You want to see 4? Teresa did use all 4, but look, if you fold your 10 inch, you can just cover that right over that. Yeah. And then you can just cut. And then, do you have an AccuQuilt cutter?
It's over here.
Oh, I could not see it. I'd say, Teresa, where is it? Okay, leave this here for me. Okay, so we'll cover up, we'll use both of these that she pressed, all right? Okay, as I said, I'm really getting into this. And it has the die number there. Okay, okay.
Covering it all the way.
You know what, I am, but there's too many layers. What do we think? You think we can do this? Put this on right there. Okay. Put it in on an angle. Oh, let's see if Gimpy can do it. I can do it. Look at that. I can do it.
That's good exercise for your arm.
That's my exercise, huh? Okay, so let's see. Aw, look how cute they are. Aw, aren't they cute? They are. They're nice, aren't they nice? Do you have our buttons? Where's our buttons? See what you can do? You see, now look how cute that looks. Doesn't that look cute? Yeah. And you could, you know, mix them up like that.
I think they're a little bit bigger than the ones in the template, you know?
But those are lovely, lovely. Oh, and we could do little circles. Ah, look at that. Okay, Orion, show how cute that is.
We don't have a switcher right now.
Oops, where did Eric go?
He's gonna have school in a second.
He has to leave? Oh no, what are we gonna do?
We have our backup person. Patrick jumps in.
Oh, Patrick jumps in. Okay, so we have a strip of green, and we have paperback fusible on that. And remember, you just can do 6 layers. It's that one, just 6 layers. So that's 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, and then you can just like put it right on top for the little leaves. And Teresa, could you, see, I need you. We're getting done now. We're moving on. Honk, honk. Would you take that background strip, and how wide is it?
44
By
by
6 and a half. And you're gonna press it in half lengthwise. Press it in half lengthwise. Okay, so now look at that. Aren't these cute little leaves? Aren't they cute? See? That's very pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay, so Teresa's pressing that in half. And is that enough leaves? You guys get the idea, right? Okay, we're going to save this for tonight. Okay, so shut this up. Ah.
You got it?
Yeah. All right. Okay, good. So let's put this down. Clean up your act. Just clean it up. I have to keep going, keep it cleaned up. Okay, so now I think this is good, but I'm thinking I need to show you how to prepare the vine.
Yes.
Because you're using a layer cake, Just keep your fingers crossed. There's green for the vines. And this is what we argued about. Orion and I argued at 10:30 at night. He said, Mom, you can cut out your vine out of a 10-inch square. Get out, Orion. You can't do that. So let's just see if we can, okay? Look, that ruler just makes it. We have to get a bias, right? Okay, that's a bias. This is good. So we'll just flip this right sides together. Mm-hmm. Yep, okay. Vines are 1 1/4 inches wide. So now just take your ruler and measure 1 1/4 inches. Yep, that's good. 1 1/4. Cut. Ah.
There you go. What do you know?
What do you know?
Oh, he's so smart.
This is
It
Teresa's.
was Teresa's.
Teresa.
I just had the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to fight with me. And so when I got here, Teresa said, you want me to show you? No, I don't want to see it.
You raised a smart son.
I said, okay, I believe you. Okay, there's one. Yes. And see, when you're doing bias, look how fast it gets long, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Is that good? Okay, so you can actually...
Magic.
Definitely magic. Is that magical?
That's fantastic.
And there you go. And all you need for this, the vine right there, is 36 inches. And it says right on page 13. See how it says 36? 36? Oh, okay. And so just with a couple of them, you can put them, just press them. I mean, flip them right sides together and sew them together. Do you want to sew it? Do you want to sew it, Teresa? I have one all sewn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well, you should just show how you fold it in half.
Okay. Okay. Well, here. So I pressed it
Wait, buy some time.
in
You
one.
don't have a switcher again.
Whoop. So I pressed it.
Pause.
Just take the lipstick off my teeth.
There you go.
Take a drink of water. I just love television. I've been invited to go on Fonz and Porter this coming year.
Oh, tell them to switch.
Okay, switch.
There you go. All right, so
Okay, so whenever you sew these, into one piece, you flip them right sides together, and you have to let a tip hang out on both ends. Equal tips. And you sew it. And this is what it looks like when you open it up, like this. And you have these tips hanging out, and then you take this whole long piece. I like to press my seams open and then press wrong sides together. So that's your vine. Yes? Yes. All right, that's good. And so now this is for this afternoon, huh? Okay, now comes the magical scallop ruler. Do, 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 do. Okay, so what I would do first, I hate this. What's I? It's like the nurse. We did this. Teresa did this. Okay, so you cut off the salvage, get rid of it. Now, this is going to tell you right on page 12 how to mark it. The first thing that you want to do is mark down 4.5 inches. I think, let me see. Yes. 4.5. 4.5. Take like a friction pen. Take a friction pen because we're going to just press this out. 4.5 inches. I'm making a mark there. That's from the top, unless you want to be like Gail, and you can go clear to the top. Okay. That's all up to you. And then after that, then you mark 6.5 inches, okay? 6.5 inches the whole way down on your strip. Nice?
Yeah.
6.5. 6.5. Okay, you know what? I got confused when I looked at the picture. The picture is really for the twin.
Yeah, that's for the bigger one.
That's for the bigger one, but the words tell you about your wall hanging. 6.5, and then you do have at least 4.5 inches left right at the bottom, right at the end, okay? So now comes our scallop ruler, but it's actually got a wave or a vine on the top. The opposite end is your scallop. So this is a double duty kind of thing. So we're supposed to mark little vines 6.5 inches. So I'm going to go to 6.5 on this side and put a piece of glow line tape, and then go over on the other side at 6.5 and put a glow line tape, because we are now old farts and we can't remember. Right?
Right. You got that right.
You got that right.
Can't see.
You can't see, we can't see, we can't remember. Okay. Speak for yourself. Okay, so this is really cool. So now we're just going to go ahead and put our little ruler. So we put the little 6.5 right there, and the little 6.5 on the line with the ruler. 1, 2. Okay, use a pen that you can erase. Whoop, like that. This is our vine line. Yeah? Now turn it around. Line it up on those little lines that we've got here. Get them on that fold. The fold is a mark point. Another line. Wow. Turn it around. Oh, Teresa, go tell the girls, get more scallop rulers out. I can feel it. They're feeling the need. They've been putting off buying the scallop ruler, but now they need it.
Now you're a mind reader.
Huh?
Now you're a mind reader.
You thought you could do this without the scallop ruler, huh? Okay, we're doing good. I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys are too. All right, so that looks good, huh?
Yeah.
And you know that you just keep on going. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and so now we're going to take our bias, and you're going to use a scant quarter, very scant quarter. You're going to get a chair to sit on. Oh, I really like those. They're so cute. And those were the tail end. That's what was really fun. Okay, so you take the raw edges and you line them up with your line. You put the raw edges on your line, and you're not going to stretch right now. You're not going to stretch. You're going to kind of ease in. And I'm just going to sew a very scant quarter. Need my stiletto. Oh, we're doing good. We're nearly done. So this is about, what time were you doing this, Teresa? What time were you doing this if you did this in a day? It was done. It's a good thing. Okay, so see how you just go along here and you just follow the curve.
It was an 8-hour day.
It wasn't an 8-hour day?
It was an 8-hour day.
Yeah, I would think.
8-hour day.
Yeah, I know. That's what people always say. It's really tough on me. They go out there and they just, what is this with quilt in a day? And I have to say, you know, almost every one of our patterns, you can do a baby quilt in a day. You can't do a king size, and especially if you don't know how to sew. You never did sew, you're not going to make a king size in one day. But I always say, well, this is the name of my company now. And oh, okay, so we're doing really good. Teresa, will you peel the paperback fusible away from those cute little flowers? This is so much fun. Look, I'm having a great time. We have to do this all over again for tonight. Ah,
So you're addicted like Gail?
I'm addicted. I'm addicted. There. Is that cute? Very cute. Ah, and so now it's a scant quarter. Now you just press it over, and you do have to really re-sew it. I would sew it with green thread. That's a good idea.
Especially since it's green.
Green. Red wouldn't look good. Okay, so now Teresa's gonna just press it over. Pardon me? He's not switching. Oh, switch! Patrick, switch! There goes Chris. All right. And it shows you how to take your flowers. Turn the page. Beep. All of that's on page 14. Are you just totally amazed?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so now press it over. Oh, you want to cut that off?
No, just put the flower there.
Yeah, and so now let's just go ahead. Did you get them all? Okay, so you can cover up the top with a flower. Okay, that's not quite in there. You're doing it. You're at the iron.
Oh, you want me to iron?
Yeah, I want you to go ahead. Yeah, we'll get it. Or we'll never get it. Okay, and so then you just fuse it in place. And the good thing that about this, using that long line, okay, so go down to the next one, and I would pick that one. Pick this one, yeah. Pick that one. And you're gonna line that up on the vine. And so it just swings back and forth, and we need a leaf. Oh, well, just tuck a little leaf right in there. You can do it. You can do like 3. It shows in the pattern. It shows 2 tucked under the flower and 1 kind of off. But you can do it however you want. That's the best part. You can just go ahead and arrange it and see how. Is that nice?
Yeah.
Very, very cute.
Very pretty.
Very, very cute. And so this is just going to go. We need 2 of those, and look at the buttons. Orion is really hawking these buttons. That's all I want you to know. They are really nice buttons, and you won't have to do a circle. And it shows you the picture, how you can do your little blanket stitch right around the outside edge. And that looks really cute, huh? Cool. So I hope you're going to do lots of honking and get this all done. It was really fun.
Do you recommend putting the buttons on before you quilt it?
No, your buttons are the last thing. After you quilt yourself, or you send it out to the long arm quilter, don't send it out with buttons on, because it's really hard for them to quilt around it. Yes?
Would you use the invisible thread to sew the buttons on so it doesn't show on the back?
You can. Okay, the question is, can you use invisible thread? Well, you wouldn't see it on the back. Could you sew down the buttons with invisible thread? But more and more, I haven't been using invisible thread. I have to admit that. I used to use it a lot, but now I just put in matching color of thread, and that seems to work better.
Forget your seaming.
Oh, I forgot. The bonus project. Oh, it's cool. You're going to have to honk all over again. Oh, you're going to get sore throats. Okay, so we're on page 18. And you make 1 set of geese. And how many sets of geese are in a set? 4. And you need to also have your little center square, which is 3.5 inches square. Okay, and I'm just going to put the center first. And I'm following the diagram. This is going to be number 1. And we're just going to go right around there. So this is going to be 2. Ah, and this is 3, and that's 4. Oh, And as I said, this is partial seaming. So you flip your center, and it shows us right in the picture. Flip it right sides together to Geese 1 and only sew part way down. Okay, only sew part way down. And this will have a 1/4 inch seam there so that whenever you open it up, it's open at the bottom, but you'll see that number 2 fits right across the top. Nice. And whenever you get that seam done, let's put our little seam in there. Then number 3 is also going to fit perfect. And then when you get to number 4, this is where the partial seaming, you pull that out of the way. And this is going to fit perfect there. Everything fits. And the last seam is this one. Ah, let me see the light. Ah, the light comes on. And that's what we need by partial seaming, and that's what the directions say for your little bonus. Flying around town. Honk.
We're going to be loose as a goose.
Loose as a goose.
Goosey goosey?
Goosey goosey, no more goosey gooseys, huh? Only San Diego would understand this. No more filnering around. But I shouldn't say only San Diego, because the whole country knows about our mayor. So it was too much fun, huh? We're going to have show and tell. So let's see.
That was a great show.
Was that a good show? Thank you. Hong Kong. So I hope next month everybody has a good show, huh? Okay, oh my goodness. The front row, oh, come over in this way. Oh, I'm really excited. Cool, come around this way so we can see what you did. Oh, look. Yeah, Aiko, you want to start?
Okay.
Aiko, wow.
I signed up this class with Teresa on coming.
Oh, wait, I don't know if your mic is on. Hello? Am I on? No? Okay, well, fine. Speak into my boob.
To your boob? Okay.
Here we go.
I'll talk to this one?
I think so.
Okay, I signed up this with Teresa on coming this Saturday. So I said to myself, make one, because it's easy, but I can't tell you have to, put your mind to it. And I did it, and after that I can't stop. I loved it so much that I finished between Saturday and Sunday. So now I have to find something else to do with Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, Rainey. There you go. All right. That's gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
And, this is a different kind of thing I learned,
That's
different
good.
technique. Yeah.
Very
So-
traditional, but it's... So did you have fun? That's the most important
Yes,
part.
I
Good.
did. I enjoyed working.
Good. She enjoyed it. Good. All right. Thank you. And Sandy, you are quilted and bound. I am impressed. Oh, good.
Well, if you don't keep up, you have a pile of quilts.
Yes, you're
I
right.
pulled everything out of my stash,
Oh, sorry.
and I really like it.
It is really
I thought it turned out
gorgeous.
kind of neat. I did repeat my colors on the corners so that it had some continuity, but everything was out of my stash. I thought I was pretty proud of that. Of course, you couldn't tell, but
Your center is.
Thank you. I like
you
it.
use the same 2 pieces.
yes.
Very
And the
nice.
back
So-
came out of your back room.
Yay! So it gives it continuity. Good. Thank you, Sandy. Cool. Oh, Eloise. Oh, look. Oh, my gosh. This is gorgeous. Oh, my God. That is so cute.
Isn't that neat? I needed to do a Christmas quilt for the, our guild's challenge thing.
Uh-huh.
And so I just thought this was perfect, and I had all these different materials, and I love it.
I love
mean,
your
I just-
candy sticks
yeah,
and the
isn't that great?
border.
Anyway.
You don't be pretty with crystals on it?
Oh yeah. I mean, but I was kind of excited I did it.
But is your gift in the center? Is that
It is not the 4 square. I mean, it's a pattern that was
it's a piece
4.
of fabric, but that works.
It says Noel on all of them.
Oh. Okay, show it to Orion. Can you go close on Noel? I could not see that, but that is really cool.
Anyway, I enjoyed it very
nice.
much. It was very
Good
fun.
job.
Yeah, good.
Okay, there. Now you can see it.
They all.
That's really cute. Very, very nice. Good job. All right. I thought I saw some more people. Somebody had theirs back in the back? Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. I don't need this. Yeah, come. We're glad.
This is an older one.
That's okay. Just pretend you just did it. Oh, swirling stars. Good job, Doris.
And I'm trying to teach myself how to machine quilt, so.
Very nice. But the triangles are nice lines. Good. It's a lot less expensive if you can do your own machine quilting. I know, I know. All right, Nancy. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
So I just finished, about 6 months ago, I did a king size one using a different ruler.
Yes.
And I'm only going to do it this way.
Thank you.
It is much easier because you keep square the whole time.
You do.
And it went much quicker.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. You're allowed to say it, but not me.
Beautiful.
That is great. I love your touch of red, too.
Yeah, that's
and look at the little folded border. Very cute. Very nice. I'm glad you tried it. Thank you, Nancy. Hey, Kathleen, look how cool this one is. This is so good.
Thank you. Again, in my red and white stash, had a lot of fun. It was very easy to do. Your rulers worked really well.
The rulers work good.
Yeah. So
The
it was
rulers
fun.
work good.
And I did most of the blocks on a retreat, and I didn't screw up. Talking and doing the blocks. And then you have to be impressed with my back.
I am. Is this like
It's
jelly
a
roll?
cheater's cloth.
Oh, don't tell anybody. That's really nice. Very nice, Kathleen. Oh, look at this. Eileen, woo!
I needed a little wall hanging for Halloween.
Isn't that cute? That is very, very nice.
And I'm usually afraid of yellow standing out too much, but this did okay.
You know what they say about yellow, just a little bit goes a long way.
It's nice.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Any more? Pineapple, and it looks like Rainey has
some of the things that I made.
Okay, let's see what Nancy has to say.
I just want to say that one thing that I did do on these blocks that I learned from making a king-size one is every time I added a layer, I spray starched it. Because when you're cutting that,
It is the
cut it
bias.
on bias.
Uh-huh.
So it seemed like it kept it a lot
Good tip. Yeah. Nancy, that was a great tip. Okay, Nancy said that she learned from doing a king-size quilt to spray starch it each time she cuts because the cut is on the bias. And so she learned if she spray starches, it keeps it square. That's great. That's a good tip. I should add that to my pattern. That's a good one.
It really does help.
It helps. Yes. Okay, Rainey.
When you add the last triangle,
Uh-huh.
then until then I was thinking, will it come to 12-inch square? Now when you add the last triangle, it came to 12-inch square.
Right.
So it came like a magic.
It came like magic. That's good. Okay, she said, Rainey said that whenever she added the last square, it was like magic. That's what we like, huh? That's what we like.
I think you should close it and then you can do her thing.
So I think we had a really good time, and we've all decided we're going to be just like the geese. We're going to be nice to each other. We're going to honk from behind, yeah, follow the leader. Drop out if you get tired and somebody else can pick up. But anyhow, you have a great time doing your sewing. We'll see you next time. All right. We did it. We did it. Yay. All right. Look at, oh, you did like a cutout.
Yes.